Sometimes property, money, big money, they are all good things, no? They come to you as bad karmas.
Really?
Yeah. I met a person long ago, about 30 years ago, in Karnataka. What dress he was wearing was one set of dress, that's all he had. And no penny in his pocket. But he was a karodpati. He gave a big list of his properties. Karodonka Malik. Now, because of the legal issues in his life at that phase of life, he cannot claim even one single property. Even to eat, he has no food, he has to beg in the street. That's how I met him near a restaurant. Doesn't mean that if you have money, you have a very happy life. Not necessarily. Anything, everything can happen. And I also met a diamond merchant from Gadwal area somewhere, which had gone through a very bad phase of you know earthquakes. Overnight, all his property invested in diamonds and the shop.
Because of the earthquakes?
Earthquake gone.
Hmm.
And just
Hmm.
when he woke up, he was a beggar on the street.
Hmm.
And this kind of fate and karma is expressed in a beautiful way in astrology as Rahu, Ketu, and Shani. When they are very strong in your horoscopes with so many, clauses. I'm saying it's just a general observation. I'm not an astrologer, but when you compare your personal life to those phases, you can very clearly see the indication, and they teach you a lot of wisdom how to handle your karma in that phase of life. So these two examples that I gave was a beautiful explanation of what the phase of Rahu in your life can do if he's afflicted. Why did he come, Rahu, at that phase of your life? Because certain karmas are going to sprout now. That needs to be handled, answered, suffered, or enjoyed. So he comes there to show how it is done. So karma is something that needs to be understood properly. Otherwise, what happens? People get into depression. People start thinking nothing is in our hands, everything is predestined.
My whole life till this year, um, I've been a sports fan. And what I've learned from sports is if you have positive energy as a person, if you're kind, if you love your teammates, and obviously if you work hard and stay disciplined, everything else takes care of itself. And then at age 32, life re-taught me that. I think working hard and being disciplined, plus kindness and trying to do what's right, like
It
integrity.
is a deposit for your future life or
I
maybe next life.
Yeah, I think that's how human life should be. And that these are the two things that should govern your choices.
Because they are all eternal values, you see.
But it doesn't mean it'll protect you from what is anyway meant to happen. Because I remember when all this chaos was happening in my life, the personal life lesson was that even beyond discipline and integrity, you need to be able to chase the ability to be still. Coming back, I think that is so key. My God.
Be still can be a kind of a misgiving to the listener, because when so much of it is happening, the mind cannot be still. It is receiving so many inputs from outside, and it's cooking up its own analysis, and then conclusions about each response you are receiving from the external world. And every time its graph is moving up and down in the mind. I know being still, what you mean is not to respond to it.
One little deeper layer.
Mm.
When I meet people like you, I actually feel like it's the divine talking to me through people like you. Like you're just channelizing the divine. Now, similarly, when your own body and mind go through situations like that, I still look at it as the divine talking to you. Ki there's something happening. What can you do other than sit and observe? So everything is Maya, Leela at the end of the day.
But when that phase, the mind starts asking, telling, then what is the purpose of this life?
Yeah.
Then how do I perform actions so that any karma doesn't bind me? Spirituality says most people don't pay attention to this part of the solution. They don't even talk about it. Every action, let it be performed in the realm of surrender. Let every action be performed as an offering to the divine.
This is the key line in this whole podcast.
It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. So when something bad also happens, defame phase, you are not there. Then how can it affect you? It's not easy to stay in that phase or that state of mind, but there is a way.
Yeah.
So, karmanyevadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana means this is where it is.
Yeah. That this is what got me through.
We perform our actions because we have to. So our actions are performed according to the desire deep within, subtle, and it is pushing you to do it. Right? Well, when you are forced to perform certain actions, might as well do it with the state that I am not the doer.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.